Aloha, everyone. Nice bounce attempt out of the market today, but before anybody gets too excited that the lows were definitely set on Monday morning, just to keep in mind that whenever you have a big, huge down day and a big reversal off the lows, for it to normally be day one of a rally attempt, you're going to need to close near the highs of the day. So technically, I do not consider what we saw on Monday to be good enough to call day one on any of the indexes. So, keeping that in mind, that means that today is technically day one of a rally attempt, especially there on the Russell 2000, S&P 500, day one of a potential rally attempt, and NASDAQ also day one of a potential rally attempt. And just to be clear, there's never been an immediate bottom following a sell-off like that ever. There's always a retest, and I hate to tell everybody, if you're trying to then think that October is what we saw here, I want to just show you the volume on our move down in August compared to October. Nowhere near the same kind of thing. And once again, as we started bouncing October, there were many high quality stocks that held above their 200-day moving averages back then. And this time around, all those same leading stocks are below the moving averages. And even the bounces today are basically not that impressive overall, I got to say. So it's still, the verdict's out there. I don't think that we have a chance for this rally to survive short term, but I am very open minded, as any great trader should be. To be bullish or bearish is foolish. Just follow price. And right now, price in the short term is trending up. Intermediate, sub intermediate, long term, extremely long term. Long term, extremely long term. It's basic. Long term is basically going nowhere. Extremely long term, going back to like 2012 lows. We're still up, obviously, but the rate of this sell off is unlike any of the other previous ones, so it's not the same thing. So just keep that in mind on this rally attempt. Now, that being said, I always love to watch stocks that are holding up well. BEAT has been a fantastic market mover during this pullback. I tell you what, if the market can find the levels, maybe we retest the lows and get a fall through day, or even get a fall through day later on. Beat is definitely one that you want to watch. CanSlim quality. TANH, nice breakout today. Yeah, overall, looks good as an IPO. DY is a perfect speculator scan qualifying stock that we were long, got shaken out of, obviously, on the 24th completely, I do believe. But, this is looking like a good retake of the 50-day moving average. V-shaped base, but solid technical pattern to start. Like I said, not buyable whatsoever. And then also CMRX, perfect speculator scan qualifying stock, retook its 50-day moving average with a pocket pivot point buy signal. So obviously this is one that I will start to watch to see how it acts. And then there's IOSP. IOSP, as you can see, following its huge gap up on strong volume in the middle of a horrible market, is holding these lows on the 24th quite nicely. Heavier volume today. BOP is increasing from a lower green level to a higher green level. Problem is no pocket pivot point signal, so I don't have an interest in going along the stock. Plus, the base is really short anyway. If you want to look at an arithmetic chart, I know a lot of people probably don't understand my charts, but trust me, I've been using them for years and I've done very well. Not as well as I should have, but whatever. We all advance and evolve at different paces and different levels. I seem to be hitting my stride, so we'll see if that continues. So IOSP, maybe back in the past, I would initiate a small position here. Nowadays, definitely not. But IOSP, we will continue to watch as it bases out, but that's too early in the space. And that then leads me to CYBX. Similar situation here. If you look at the longer term chart, you'll see that this is quite a quick V-shaped move up, and the stock doesn't really hold move ups like that, so the base is too short. But overall, once again, another high quality pattern. This is a CanSlim quality stock. I love the action post its gap up in the middle of a horrible market. The only thing I don't like is BOP, which is really a third area indicator, but it is something I pay attention to, especially as we come out of bad markets. It's going in the wrong direction, which means it could turn yellow, which would not make me interested in a stock like this, in a market like this. But CYBX for now, I love what I'm seeing here in the price volume and BOP action for now in the middle of a terrible market. And then also EBS is one that was just in my price volume BOP surge scan. It's not really a CanSlim quality stock, but it is a higher price stock, and it's held up well, retaking its 50-day moving average on a pocket pivot point buy signal with strong volume and an increase in BOP. But overall looks good. Once again, too early, but in the base. But we'll continue to watch out, see if it can't get more symmetrical, just like CYBX and DY, and then see what happens later on. The best pattern overall this evening that I am not taking is Post. Post is a CanSlim quality stock. It is also perfect speculator scan quality. It does have max green BOP the entire way as it consolidates. But even though the price action is tight and solid, the mere fact that the market's rough isn't as important as that the pullback has occurred on above average volume. If I get a signal like this, it's not really even a signal because it's not a pocket pivot point signal, as volume here is not allowing it to be as down volume is heavier in the past 10, 11 days than the volume today. But the fact that it pulled back on above average volume means that we're going to need to see a much longer base before I get interested. And to be symmetrical, it's going to need at least to go sideways for 2 weeks, 3 weeks preferred, and then give me a pocket pivot point signal. But unfortunately, that is my best looking technical pattern in the market right now, a food and beverage stock, and there's other ones, CVGW, avocado, Calavo growers, breaking out to new highs. Only 11 stocks in my new high scan, new 52-week high scan on above average volume on a day when the market was up big. And I think that says a lot in and of itself. But at least there are some decent patterns still out there. But I tell you what, considering I just showed you about a handful out of over the 10,000 stocks that are in my scannable universe, I don't think those are very good odds. Right now, cash is still king. No new long positions, no new short positions on an end-of-day signal basis, and there were no end-of-day sell signals or cover signals